Carter, I saw a guy who looked freakishly like you when I was in DC last weekend.
Is that true?
That is the absolute truth. He even talked like you, and I think he even said his name was Carter.
That is unfreaking believable. I will say this. I think I saw someone who looked like him on a video of yours, but my hair is now much shorter and I don't have any facial hair anymore, so I don't think that's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean you don't think that's you?
I mean, are you a lawyer?
Oh, I got a new car in January, and it's been nothing but awesome. But I don't know anything about cars, so that number that's up on the windshield that tells you should do something, I'm past that number, and I haven't done anything yet. So I should probably like look into that.
Well, I would just like to say I was before that number and I took it to a place and they did something and then my car broke down. So
I love
you
the way we talk about cars. Like there's some mystical apparatus we don't understand.
You lied to me, CarPlace. I came there and you put a new number on that and my car still broke down. And
Even though that number is higher.
yes, and Andy Martin right now is just going like, "It's the alternator. Why aren't you looking at the alternator? It's your fan belt." I'm like,
You're
"I don't."
you're gonna get 150 tweets about what it could be.
I would say my favorite show when I was a kid was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. What about you, Sean? What was your favorite show?
I went through so many. I favorite show. I watched a lot of educational TV because my parents let me watch as much educational programming as I was allowed. My other TV time was often limited depending on how much trouble I was in at the time. And I loved Bill Nye the Science Guy. I watched a ton of Bill Nye the Science Guy. I have probably seen every episode that there ever was. Probably. When I hear certain songs on my crappy radio at work, I'm still reminded of parody versions from Bill Nye.
Yes, Bill
Isn't that
Nye the
bizarre?
Science Guy.
And I still follow it. I've talked about him on Five Things because every so often he'll show up on YouTube or articles on the internet, and he's still incredibly interesting. And just the way he teaches you, even if you're an adult, is very interesting. He's a good teacher.
So, like, 1.8 is out. I don't know. Like, do you have general thoughts, or you want to like get into like the stuff? I have a lot of stuff.
I think overall, they've polished a turd.
I would say the biggest thing. I have a lot of problems with it, but I would say the biggest thing on the positive side is that there's a lot of fit and finish that wasn't in any of the previous versions.
Yes.
Which is the hallmark of good design is fit and finish. So well done, Notch and team. But
Spent some time on getting stuff right that has never been right or needed a little bit more attention.
right. So I mean, like anything you want to draw up particularly. I think you've actually been playing on 1.8 either server, or I've been playing some single player and some maps with 1.8 on it, which is a mistake. Be careful.
Yes.
Um,
This update breaks a lot of things in maps.
breaks a lot of things in maps. And I didn't notice this. I was watching one of your videos. There are no more spawns.
There
They
are
don't spawn
no more
mobs.
random spawns.
They don't spawn mobs like at daytime and the other time. That doesn't exist anymore.
No. They
I don't
are
know what I think.
individually created animals.
That
And
makes no sense.
well, the idea is that in 1.9 they're adding breeding so that you can create farms
They should not have implemented that if it's not ready.
if they weren't ready.
Yes, they shouldn't be showing it. Like, yeah, there are no more mobs. You're totally used to it, and that's what you're gonna do. But no, sorry, bye.
So Half-Blood Prince.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put this out there. I think I like this better than Order of the Phoenix.
I'll say this. I think what's his name? David Yates
Yep,
makes Harry Potter movies that feel more like movies and less like books.
totally.
He he does there was something in Order of Phoenix I thought of later. There were two long sequences in Order of the Phoenix that were montages that incorporated a bunch of stuff that were in the books that it was like they kind of wanted to touch on, and then there was also stuff in those montages that weren't in the books at all, that they were just like, this would be a good thing that's in a movie. And that was what he did a lot in this movie. He did a lot of things that would be good in a movie that were not in the book.
The overriding sensation I felt throughout this, which is what you're supposed to think if you had read the book, is that I always felt like I was in on some secret that most of the other characters weren't in. Maybe not even Harry. Like
Uh-huh.
I knew something that they didn't know, and like I was like, oh, this is. It was almost like a detective story. Like, yeah, this is great. Like, and it's so compelling. I think when it's like, I know something and I'm just waiting for it to happen. Like, oh yeah, keep going, yeah. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. It's great. Like, I loved it. I mean,
In theater, that is called dramatic irony, correct?
I think that's true because I know something that they don't know that they will.
I'm looking it up. Dramatic irony.
While you're looking it up, I will also say, David, I tweeted this. I sort of live tweeted this afternoon. I watched it this afternoon. Um, I felt that David Yates dealt with dark lighting better than the previous directors.
Oh my god, this movie is beautiful.
It is very like there are dark scenes, just like Christopher Columbus wanted to do, even Quaron wanted to do, but that
Yeah.
it's like this is great. Oh, I loved the opening so I can't say enough how much I loved the opening. There's like it actually is a great. It encompasses the movie. It's like all the attention is on Harry, but Dumbledore is there. He's guiding him, and then
Great Dumbledore movie. Great
great
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore movie, best Dumbledore movie. Well, last.
Definitely, definitely.
Oh, spoiler. I guess I'm waiting till 1.9 now. I don't know. I'm so disappointed with these guys. I think this is how I'm gonna end it. I'm so disappointed with these guys. So disappointed. I think that there's just like limitless potential with this, and
They're squandering their opportunity.
I really feel like I'm saying all this with the most negative tones because I really want them to do something, but I really feel like they're letting down the next generation of game developers by being in such a prominent position and failing so hard.